All right, there has never been more competition for services out there. So if you're running a service business, this is the video for you because I'm going to be teaching you the 10 marketing strategies that you need to be using in 2023 if you're going to be successful and grow and outshine your competition. Now, guys, make sure that you stay until the end because number 10 is an absolute game changer. I saved it to last to keep you, but also more than that, if you stay until the end, I'm going to be giving you free lead data, 8 million data points worth $8,000. All you have to do is stay until the end. I'll teach you exactly how to get it. And if you're interested in marketing platforms, softwares, and vendors, please look into the description for a sheet that I put together for you with all of those resources. It's absolutely free. Don't even need your email address. Just click into the description. All right, so 10 strategies that are going to help you level up your marketing in 2023, stand out, and shoot away from the competition. Absolutely destroy them. Before we get into the exact list, my name is Jay Feldman. I run Otter Public Relations. We're the #1 ranked PR firm in the United States on Clutch, Upcity, and G2. We represent Alibaba, Mike Mandel, and several members of the U.S. Congress. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to marketing because I'm our CMO and co-founder. All right, now let's get right into the list. Let's teach you some marketing strategies that are going to work in 2023. The #1 that I want you to think about, and this is going to be super relevant in 2023, is strategic partnership. Now, as we move into an economy where people are crowding the ad space with their different advertisements and you're competing against Goliaths for ad space, because the more people that are advertising, the bigger companies that are advertising, the more expensive it becomes to run ads. So now's the time to start thinking about how can I utilize people and companies around me to generate leads from what they're already doing, from their advertising. So this is where you want to start to think about what companies work parallel to you that might offer services to the same clients, same type of clients that might also want your thing. And you scratch their back, they scratch your back. A good example of that for our company, I got off a really great partnership call yesterday with Chris. She runs a book publishing company. Who wants to write books? People that like notoriety, they want to do speaking, they want PR about their book, and she doesn't do PR. So now we're going to be handling her clients' PR, and our clients want books because they're PR clients. They want notoriety. They want to get out there. They want to build authority. They need a book written. Boom. Now we scratch each other's backs. We both have an ongoing source of business, high quality, hot leads because they're coming in from somebody that's already done the groundwork to get that person in front of them, convince them to trust them, and sell them something. That's most of the work that you're ever going to have to do acquiring a client. So if you can find synergistic companies, services, products that your clients might also want and use and build relationships with these companies, now you're going to be set and your competition is not going to be able to touch you because the cost of you to generate that sale is very low. So you're going to be able to spend more on marketing, more on your service, and deliver a better product. #2, and I know I just mentioned that ad space is getting clogged by the Goliaths, but you need to still do it. Specifically, this one form of advertising. That's search advertising. If somebody, especially in your area, is searching for a specific thing that you do, you need to be on the top of that list. And depending on what you're able to pay, you should pay premiums to be on the top of that list. Google search advertising and YouTube advertising is the best way to do that. It captures people's intent. So if someone's looking for a PR agency in St. Petersburg or Tampa, Florida, you better believe we're going to be on the top of that list and we're going to pay whatever it takes to be on the top of that list. If someone else is there first, they're going to click on your competition and go with them. Make sure you've mastered Google search before you move on to any of the next steps. You guys, by the way, search doesn't just mean Google. They could be searching Yelp. They could be searching TripAdvisor. So think about where your service is relevant and search market there. All right, #3, social media advertising. It is not dead. It is not too expensive. We do plenty of profits advertising on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, not so much, TikTok, yes. So it depends on your business model where you should really focus in terms of platform. For example, if you're an e-commerce company, you might do really well on Snapchat and Pinterest. For us, a high-ticket agency that serves businesses, we do not. We do best on Facebook and Instagram. Everyone should be marketing on Facebook and Instagram. Absolutely. This is a little bit trickier. It can be hard to get this right. I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of great companies burn a lot of money trying to be successful on Facebook and Instagram advertising. You have to have several things in alignment. You have to have a great call to action, a great landing page, a great creative, and great analytics and tracking. So it might be worth your time to find an expert to help you set this up and be ready to spend about $10,000 before it starts to be profitable, or at least you know that you're making money. All right, next, assuming that you're driving traffic to your website, all these people are coming and they're interacting with you, you should be retargeting them. So omni-channel retargeting is the best thing and what you need to be doing. It takes a lot of interactions for a customer to purchase from you. I might see your company website one time from clicking on an ad and never think about it again. However, if they retarget me, now I see them while I'm scrolling through Facebook and while I'm searching Google and I see a display ad from them. You better believe that company is going to be front of mind. And when I do need their product or service or make a decision to pull the trigger, they're probably going to be the ones I'm going with. So if you're driving traffic to your site, make sure you have pixels set up for Facebook, for Google. Make sure you're retargeting them using Facebook and Instagram ads. Make sure you're retargeting them on YouTube. Make sure you're retargeting them on display. Those are the big key ones. If you're not doing this, you're wasting a lot of money and traffic that you're spending getting them to your site for the first time. A lot cheaper to get them to your site and get them to buy the third, the fourth, the fifth time. Number 5. This one's going to be a little bit harder to do and harder to systematize, but super powerful if you can nail this right. Community involvement. So tonight I'm going to a Young Jewish Professionals Conference, a bunch of business owners locally in the Jewish community in my area, and this is part of my efforts to activate my community, tell them what I do. And you better believe if your community members, your friends, your tribe knows that, oh, my friend owns a PR agency, he owns this, he runs that. They're going to be encountered with a question, a referral question at some point, and do you know who they're going to refer to? The person in their community, the person in their tribe. Sorry if you can hear the sirens, guys. I'm recording from my beautiful office in downtown St. Pete. This is a 8,000 square foot office that we own specifically for our company. Swing by sometime. All right, let's get into it. Number 6, and that's nurturing. So retargeting is a good example of nurturing because you're showing them your business all over the place, one at a time. And they need to be nurtured. They need to see you multiple times in order to trust you, become familiar with you, buy from you. But there's other ways that you can nurture them, specifically email follow-up. So your marketing should have an objective. Somewhere along the lines, you should be collecting their contact information. That way that you can nurture them, follow up with them, tell them what you do, and get them in the door. I suggest not only collecting email, which is the obvious one. You all know that you should be collecting email. Make sure you get a phone number, accurate phone number. There's no more powerful form of nurturing right now than SMS marketing. So when a lead gets in contact with your company, they want more information, they buy a product, collect their email, collect their SMS, their text, their phone number, and you should be sending them emails periodically, at least once a week. That way you stay front of mind so that when they need your thing, they want your thing, you're the first thing they think about. They know exactly who to search, where to go, and they are way more likely to answer and to open a text message than an email. So be using that SMS. There's a couple tools in my recommended list below in the description that might make this a little bit easier and cheaper. All right, number 7. This is organic social, and my last 3 are going to be ones that are going to build your brand long-term. These are going to be ones that you need to focus on, but don't expect them to drive leads and drive sales right away. Organic social is one of the best things that you can do long-term. You know why? It's because it's like SEO. The bigger that you build your organic social presence, the more shares that you get, the more people that are following you. These are free leads, but not only free, you can be paid to have these leads. If you have a big audience on social, they'll actually pay you to bring business into your business, specifically on YouTube. If your company doesn't have a YouTube page, start one now. Start educating on what it is that you do. People will start following, they'll start sharing. You may even get paid in AdSense revenue. They're going to trust you more, and then eventually they'll purchase from you. This is the long-term play. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. I need to dedicate a team to this, but start thinking about it now, especially if you're in a space like digital marketing or PR or something that you can educate the public on easily. And I'll go as far as to say, even if you're doing something obscure, like air conditioning installation, there's a lot of people online searching for how to install air conditioners, what the best air conditioner is. Use a lot of opportunity for you to educate and get that traffic from YouTube over to yourself, over to your company. Number 8, SEO falls along that same line. This is when somebody's searching on Google or searching on YouTube. There's YouTube SEO, there's SEO on a lot of different platforms. When they search for the thing that they want, how high do you come up on that list? That's SEO. When someone's searching for PR agencies in Tampa, yes, I'm paying for that keyword. I'm also number 6 organically on that list. And that's driving traffic not only right now, but forever. Free traffic. Granted, I paid a lot of money to get the authority that our website has to be able to rank on the first page. But now that it's there and I'm holding it, That's free, hot traffic forever. And people know the difference between an ad and organic. When somebody's ranked in the top 10 organically, it instills a whole other level of trust. So work on your SEO, build your backlinks, create a blog, do good outreach with different influencers and stuff that's going to be sharing your website link. And it might be worth talking to an SEO vendor or company to start to rank for a few different keywords that are relevant in your industry. And pro tip, if you are doing something specific in a specific place, it is very easy to rank for your keyword. You would be shocked how easy it is to rank for utilities plumbing in St. Petersburg, Florida. When people are searching for that, do you know how many organic rankings you have to beat to get number one? Not many. So if you're a specific service provider in a small location, definitely take this very seriously, even right away, and you'll be able to get results. However, if you're a marketing firm in New York City, you might be one amongst 1,000. You might have to compete for a long time to compete for those high-value keywords. Doesn't mean you can't win, especially if you do long-tail keywords like marketing for dog pet shop in New York City. The more specific you get, the easier it becomes to rank. Number 9, and this is where we come into play, PR. This is another one that's a long-term play, but it has multiple benefits. Not only do you get the traffic from the articles, from the media that is going out about you and your company. Yes, it does produce traffic. Yes, it does produce backlinks, so you get an SEO juice from it. But more than that, it creates assets for you to use on your social media, your sales material, your marketing. The logos that you typically see online, featured in Forbes, featured in CNBC and Fox, those increase authority, increase click-through rates, increase purchase rates, and will likely increase the productivity of all of your other forms of marketing. So PR, despite what you might believe, is a great thing to do up front, and there's no better company to do it than Otter PR. If you're interested, check in the show notes, get in touch with my team. We're happy to help. But definitely something to think about, not if you want to produce leads right away like ads, but definitely for the long-term growth, viability, authority of your brand, PR is the thing to focus on. All right, I promised you a big whopper for number 10, but before we get to number 10, are you getting value from this video right now? If you are, please hit the bell notification, please subscribe, and please like this video so you see more of it on your feed. This is for you to get an advantage over your competition. I leave nothing on the table. I have no courses to sell you. I have no consulting to sell you. I just want you to grow your company as big as possible so that you can hire Otter Public Relations. And by the way, I know I promised you 8 million contacts via leads. All you have to do is DM me on Instagram saying I like leads or I like data. Send me whatever. I'll know what you're talking about. You will need to be subscribed and notified for the channel. But other than that, I'm just going to send it to you. We paid $8,000 for this data set. It's pre-cleaned. You can use it in all of your outbound marketing. You can create retargeting audiences on Facebook, all kinds of stuff. It's super, super valuable. You're going to want this lead list. All right, number 10, and this is how we bring in almost all of our leads right now. And this is the one form of marketing that is probably never going to die. You know, we worry about AI ruining SEO. We worry about Zuckerberg screwing up Facebook marketing. People might go to the next social platform. The one thing that is, I'm confident, isn't going anywhere is outbound. And this is the act of you and your team messaging people on social media, calling people, cold calling their phone number based on the data that you have from me or from a business database, and emailing them to prospect and see if they're interested in your service. You're always going to be able to get in touch with people. And if you get good at getting in touch with the right person at the right time with the right message, you're going to have an ongoing stream of leads forever and for very cheap, much cheaper than paid advertising. So get good at this. You get good at this and your service is going to be set for a long, long time. And if you want to get really good at it, please check out the rest of my videos on outbound email marketing. I'm the premier name on YouTube right now in cold email. You're going to want to watch these videos. Again, no courses, just everything that I know after $100,000 worth of studying this stuff so I can give it right to you. All right, so that's all 10 strategies. Don't implement them all at once. Your brain's going to explode. Implement these one at a time. If you try and do too many things at once, it's going to get complicated. You're going to leave behind the ones that are failing before they have a chance to start being successful. And as entrepreneurs, we get shiny-eyed. We always want to look for the next thing, thinking that you're missing the boat, like something else is working that you're not doing. That's not the case. One at a time, they're all going to work. Get a system in place so that it can continue to grow and operate and be successful without you, whether that be hiring someone internally to run it, working with a specific vendor that manages just that one thing. So, for example, search advertising. Work with a specific search advertising vendor. You can find vendors on Fiverr, Upwork, all over the place, and have them manage that specific thing, have meetings with them once a week until it's successful. Big warning here. Digital marketing companies will screw you backwards. If they promise to do everything, they might as well do nothing. I've heard absolute nightmare stories from digital marketing companies. I've hired several myself. They all missed the boat because you just can't do everything for every company. There is no blanket marketing plan that just works. So find specific vendors, do that. If you're a digital marketing company watching this, I'm sorry, changed my mind. All right, guys. So that's all I've got for you today. Again, shoot me a DM on Instagram, Dr. J. Feldman, for the lead list. I will send that to you, no questions asked. And if you want a list of my recommended products and tools and vendors, all of these things have been pre-vetted. They're used by us in our company. It's absolutely free. It's right down below. I just want you to grow your company big enough and strong enough to hire Otter Public Relations. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.